this week, the goal is to go through everybody's clothes, everybody's closet, and change out summer clothes to winter clothes because it is now getting down into the 20s. We're gonna start with the twins' room first, and then we'll do the older kids' room at least today, and then hopefully tomorrow I can actually do my closet. This is Sam and Seth's closet. They're constantly pulling the drawers out of their dresser, so I'm actually going to be moving their dresser into my room once I get their clothes situation situated. I've got a bag for donations. Sam is growing out of 24 months and growing into like 2T, 3T. The summer clothes Harley will not be able to wear next year, so I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of them.
If you do not know by now, the year 2024, I have been decluttering and reorganizing my house, and boy, have I come so far. I have come so far, guys. To be honest with you, this has been a really hard journey. For the past 5 years, have been holding on to a lot of the baby clothes just because I had babies back to back to back. And now Harley is our last baby. I got my tubes tied 6 weeks after having him, so there are no more babies in the future. And going through the baby things and actually saying goodbye to that stage and letting go of a lot of the baby stuff has been really emotional and really hard for me. But I have done it. I have gotten rid of a lot of the baby stuff and gotten rid of a lot of the baby clothes and all of the big baby things that were literally just taking up space everywhere. So it's been a hard journey, but it has been really relieving. I have noticed a lot of changes. I am not as anxious. I am a little less overwhelmed. I am a little less stressed out, and getting rid of a lot of this stuff, I have been able to keep the house pretty clean. Now, I will say I am still holding on to stuff, especially things that the twins are growing out of and Harley will be growing into. So that's what I'm putting in this vacuum seal bag so I can put it away for next year. And the things that Seth is growing out of, Sam is growing into, and the things that Jean is growing out of, Seth is growing into. So a lot of these clothes are just getting cycled through. Every kid but Vivian, of course. I have 4 boys and a girl. So Vivi gets new thrifted clothes, new to us clothes. I do not buy new clothes, like new clothes very often, just because it is so expensive. It is so much cheaper to thrift clothes and reuse clothes somebody does not want. We go to the Navy thrift store, and I get a trash bag full of stuff for about $20. I absolutely love that thrift store. That's also where I donate all of our clothes. So it's a non-profit organization, so all of the money that they do make at the thrift store goes to helping the Navy wives with whatever they need help with. Plus, with it being a non-profit organization, everything is so cheap. I absolutely love how inexpensive everything is. The baby clothes are like 50 cents. I find clothes for myself there for under $1. Nothing there is clothes-wise, nothing there is over like $5. Now, they do sometimes have furniture. I look at the furniture every time I go, but unfortunately, a lot of the furniture they keep outside, so it kind of gets ruined, which is really sad. But when I can find good pieces, they are no more than $25, and it's just a great thrift store. I absolutely love it. It's way better than Goodwill. The Goodwills around here, they will sell Dollar Tree things marked up to like $2 to $3, And it's like the sticker is still on this product, and you're trying to tell me you want to charge $3 for something I can go to the dollar store to get for $1. They also have a tendency of selling used jars, like the pasta jars. Why are we selling used pasta jars? Anyways, I'm honestly jealous for all of the other creators I see that have really great Goodwill stores. The ones around here just they just stink. They really stink. I love thrifting, but I can never find anything good at any of the other thrift stores around here other than the Navy thrift store. And it really sucks, but it is what it is. So the big bag that I have is all going to the thrift store. Everything is going to the thrift store. And I'm actually going to be moving this dresser out of here and put it into my room because I am so tired of the twins getting into their dresser. Even with that baby gate there, they still somehow get to their dresser, pull all the drawers out, dump all their clothes, and then I just am like, I'm not cleaning this up, and then I just shove all the clothes on the floor in the closet, and then it just sits there for like a month until I feel like doing it. So their dresser is getting moved out. I also got new beds for them. Well, new beds for the older two. I think we're going to move them into the older two's room and switch rooms. I got a new bed, a new bunk bed, and so that's going to be exciting. We're going to be doing it over the weekend. You guys won't see this video until Monday, so the beds will actually already be up. And I'm excited for it because the twins have completely destroyed the bed that all those clothes are on. That's Sam's bed. The screws are actually stripping out, and it's not very safe. This bed is super light. The twins like to move it around their room and then tip it over and climb on top of it, and it's just an accident waiting to happen. So I got a good deal on bunk beds for Black Friday. It was like $150 off. And the good thing about this bunk bed that I did get is it will last a while because it also can get taken apart and used as 2 separate beds. So it definitely has more than one use, which I absolutely love, because when we do move and our kids are able to have their own room, this way I won't have to buy yet another freaking bed. Beds are so expensive, along with mattresses. I was shopping around for mattresses because, of course, the crib mattresses aren't going to fit on a twin size bed. So shopping around for mattresses, and even like the cheapest one was $76. And I'm like, holy cow, this is so expensive. Now, I did find a mattress that was like $10,000. I'm like, who the heck spends $10,000 on a mattress? Holy smokes. Maybe I'm just cheap, because that's expensive. The thought of spending $10,000 on a mattress is insane to me. But so that will be happening this weekend. I'm super excited. I've actually got mine and my husband's friend coming over. He was willing to help since hubby still can't do very much. His leg is still really hurting him, especially with him constantly being on his feet and walking around at work. He comes home really freaking sore. So the weekends are usually his relaxing time. So I have our friend coming over. He's going to help me put these beds together because there's no way I'm going to be able to do this by myself. And I got to move furniture around and everything else. So it would be really nice to have his help. We're also going to be putting up the outside Christmas lights this weekend. My brother's going to come over and help do that as well, which I am super excited about. So now I'm putting the clothes back in the dresser, and hopefully they'll leave it alone for the time being. So far, so good. I filmed this part of the video at the beginning of the week, and they have not messed it up. So that's good. Hopefully it stays like that. Now that I have gone through all of their clothes, I am just going to put the clothes that I am saving in those vacuum seal bags and vacuum them up and store them in my closet, hopefully. And now it is time to move on to Jean and Vivia's room. I feel like I just did their clothes, but I did do their clothes at the beginning of the summer. So it is time to do it again. Boy, does time freaking flies really fast. In the process of doing their clothes, I'm going to try to get them to clean this room up. I don't understand. The twins come in here and they just dump everything out, and it is so annoying for both Jean and Vivian and me, because usually I'm the one that has to clean this up, but I'm going to try to get them to clean it up because it is their room. And yes, the twins did make a mess, and usually I do make the twins help because they need to learn not to do this, especially to their brother and sister's room. But for now, the twins are laying down during nap time. That way I could just get this done uninterrupted. And after I go through all of their clothes, I do end up helping them out and helping them clean and put things away. And honestly, I feel like I need to go through their toys again, but they play with all of this stuff. The only reason it looks this bad is because they literally have a bunch of like toy sets and things with 100 million pieces, and those are what is dumped all over the floor, along with their stuffed animals, which I've already gone through their stuffed animals once. I got rid of, I think, 3 trash bags full of stuffed animals, and they still have so freaking many stuffed animals. So, going through Jean and Vivian's clothes, I realized that Jean actually had no pants. So we need to take a trip to the thrift store and get him some pants and possibly some more shirts. Vivian, she always has an abundance of clothes. I'm always having somebody donate us girl clothes. I actually have somebody that lives down the street. I trade her clothes for some bread. I make homemade sourdough, and she's always like, hey, can I get a couple of loaves and I'll give you some clothes? And I'm like, okay, I can do that. So we do a little barter and trading over here for Vivian's clothes. I haven't had to buy clothes for Vivian in a while because her daughter is, I think, a size ahead of Vivian. So everything her daughter's growing out of, Vivian is growing into. And it's really nice. So she's got plenty of clothes. Jean, on the other hand, does not. Even as a baby, she always had a lot of clothes. Maybe that's a girl thing. I'm obsessed with buying girl clothes, and like boy clothes, they have a lot of cute things, but they're not as cute as girl clothes. Plus, I am very girly and I like sparkles, and if it's got sparkles on it, I'm definitely going to be buying it for my daughter. I'm also getting rid of their Halloween costumes. They were sad to see them go, but I was like, y'all don't even fit these anymore. You can't wear them next year. And honestly, I just don't really feel like hanging on to them for a whole year for the twins to wear them, because actually it would probably be 2 years, because a lot of it was size 6 and size 7, which he is growing out of. And I would just rather find something different and something new for them. That way they can choose their costume as well. Like, that's the whole point of Halloween, is being able to choose who you dress up as. And let me tell you, they're already talking about next Halloween and what they're going as and what they're dressing up as. And I'm just like, y'all, we haven't even like started the new year. Why are we already talking about Halloween next year? But I tell you, this is our favorite time. Once Halloween starts, like there's just so much joy in my house, because all of the fun things are happening. Like, summer's pretty fun, but it's not as fun as the fall and the winter time, just because during the summer we can't really go to a lot of places. It gets so freaking hot. Well, now that I don't have a newborn, this coming up summer. We'll probably go do a lot more things, but it still gets so hot that it's almost unbearable to be outside. Like, our AC can't keep up during the summertime. It's that hot. So along with everything just being so busy, we're not very crowd friendly people. I do not like crowds. If something is busy or the parking lot is full, I will more than likely not go. And being that we are close to a very touristy city, we're very close to downtown Charleston, and it is a touristy city, so we tend to avoid Charleston when it is summertime and school's out. And just, no, you will not catch us down there unless we absolutely have to. Or if it's starting to get warm outside and school is still in, we'll be down there. We'll see you there. But after school lets out, we avoid it at all costs. I do not like going down there with the kids. So I am finally done with their clothes. I am helping them pick up their toys now and get things back to organize. Now, this did not stay clean very long. I kid you not. The twins went back in there the next day and did it all over again. And I don't know how to explain to them that this is not okay. Like, when I try talking to them about it and try to tell them, hey, this is not something you do. This is their room. You need to stay out of their room. They just look at me like I'm speaking a whole different language. And they've got this like dumbfounded look and are like, Mom, what are you talking about? So this is another reason why I'm thinking switching rooms is going to be a really good idea, because they do like coming in here to play on the bed, because this bed has a slide and they like playing on it and going down the slide. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be okay switching rooms and getting into this bed. And the new bed that I got does not have a slide, which will result in Jean and Vivian having a lot more space to be able to play with their things and play with their toys, because honestly that slide takes up a lot of space and makes it to where you can only put the bed one way in the room. And even in the other room, you can only put the bed one way. That's the only way it fits. Now, we are on to my closet. My closet is a complete disaster. There are clothes just thrown in here, and it is terrible. I absolutely hate the closet. I do not like my closet, and really wish we had a bigger closet, but that's here nor there. We got to work with what we got. So a lot of hubby's clothes are falling out of the cubicle thing. My clothes are overflowing out of the cubicle thing. So I'm going through a lot of things and getting rid of a lot, stuff that I have not worn in over a year that I held on to at the beginning of the year. And oh yeah, this happened. Harley broke my one of my things, and I was sort of upset about it, but not really upset because it wasn't too important, but it was really pretty. It was like a little flower thing that had lights and whatever. So I had to stop and clean that up and then get back to doing the clothes. So that was, I swear, I cannot do anything in my room without them coming in here and messing things up, because they want to be in the same room as I am. And it's really frustrating, because as I'm cleaning out my closet and reorganizing my things, they're in my room messing with everything else and tearing it apart. My room was clean when I started this project of cleaning out my closet. It now looks like I never cleaned it and haven't cleaned it in like a couple of weeks. That's how ruined my room is. But at least the closet's getting cleaned, and now that the closet is back in running order, I can work on my room sometime this week, I guess. So what I'm doing is taking my clothes out. I actually, in my previous video, cleaned out the drawers and everything so I can move my clothes into the drawers, and then hubby's clothes can just be in the closet and very accessible for him to where he can just see what he has instead of being shoved into like 6 cubicles. He'll have the whole thing, and I'll have a couple of drawers because we're sort of sharing this cubicle thing, and we both have an abundance of clothes that it's not working anymore. I also wanted to go through his clothes because he has clothes that are too small, but he's like, no, you're not going to throw those clothes away. They'll fit one day. And I'm like, oh, okay. So couldn't throw away his clothes or donate his clothes, so I'm putting the stuff that doesn't fit him over in the side, and then I will put the stuff that does fit him on the left hand side.
I really don't understand why I thought I didn't have any clothes. I have like 20 pairs of pants and a whole bunch of like comfy pants and shorts. Now what I don't have is any shirts. Apparently I like buying pants instead of shirts. So now I feel like I need to try a lot of this on and see if it fits.
Next time I go to the thrift store, I need to remind myself that I do not need pants. I need shirts. A lot of the times I'm wearing my husband's shirts, and I really do need to get my own shirts so I can feel comfortable and feel like myself. Because when I wear hubby shirts, I just feel like bleh, like I don't want to do anything. But if I get cute, I want to do stuff.
Okay. The closet is pretty much done. I have 2 overflowing bags that need to go to donation. And I do still have to organize my husband's clothes and get some of that stuff off the floor. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And then I need to do something with the homeschooling stuff that's shoved in this closet and get it possibly up in the art room / storage area, but that will have to wait till a different time. So I'm gonna do hubby's clothes, separate his pants from his shorts because he's tired of digging through here, and that will be it for this video. Thank you for watching. Definitely like, subscribe, and leave a comment of anything you have to say, good or bad. I'm here to hear it all.
Next week, I will be working on the kitchen because I am tired of everything falling on me when I open a cabinet. I've got cups overflowing and just things overflowing and things that are taking up space that I haven't used in the past year. So make sure you come back. We will declutter again next week. And thank you so much for watching. Definitely hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, and I will see you guys later.